So as we get closer and closer the next few weeks into this draft, I thought I would continue on and talk about the quarterback class for 2025. I've already talked about the likes of Shedeur Sanders, and I've talked about Cam Ward. I've talked about Jackson Dark. So I haven't really had a chance to cover like all these quarterbacks. I really want to talk about a couple of the quarterbacks in this class. I've mostly the last few weeks been focusing on the different kind of sides of the ball, like wide receiver, a couple of defensive players, but I want to continue back on the quarterback class. I am going to have in a couple of days. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. The voice will come out tomorrow, but in a couple of days I'll have my Jalen Monroe scout report. So that should be coming out in a couple of days. So stay tuned for that. And also, I will have a I'll have a first, second, and third round mock draft. So from round 1 to round 3, I'm going to do an entire mock draft. The last few mock drafts, it's only been round 1, but now that I've got around to watching these guys now, I have my thought process of where I'm going to put these guys in the draft and where I think they're going to go. So stay tuned for also scout report and the scout report on Jalen Monroe and the mock draft. So that'll be later on in the week. Anyway, let's get back into the video. So today we're scouting quarterback Dillion Gabriel. He's a quarterback from Oregon. Now, watching him on the games that I seen him on when I watched him on tape were games I watched was Maryland, Ohio, Michigan, Boise State, Illinois. So they're the kind of games that I seen his stuff from. So let's talk about his strengths here. He has an exceptional pre-snap awareness. So that's one thing I saw on TikTok. I love his one thing I liked about Dillion Gabriel. He has an exceptional pre-snap awareness, and he has a great post-snap progression. So again, he's great. He has a great awareness on the pre-snap and on the post-snap. Consistently identifying safety routes and leverages for explosive plays downfield. Again, one in particularly when he was doing some great safety routes and leverage plays downfield was against Maryland. If you go back to that game in particular, he was really great in that. And then another one that I got from his tape was he has a quick compact release with a consistent mechanics, generates good velocity, and so again he has some he's great. He has great compact release, and he has some consistent mechanics. So again, he has good mechanics, and then again he does have a small frame, but again even with small frame, like he can still do he can time his routes well. Again, that's kind of one thing that's holding him back, but ultimately, like, he's good. He has consistent mechanics, which again you need at the NFL, and he has good time routes. He has a great outstanding situational awareness, especially about making smart decisions, and can be critical down the field. That is my cat, so apologies for that. And then another one here that I saw on his tape was proven ability to execute he's a proven ability to execute multi offensive systems, And so again, you can play him in any system. He's again, whatever system. He's a versatile scheme player, and has shown mastery of speed. He's got great speed, and he has great speed, and he has a great throw style. And then looking at his strengths here, his weaknesses. One thing again, the weaknesses that I picked up on, he struggles to find throws, throwing lanes down the middle. A lot of his throws were down the side and stuff, but throwing down the lanes was throwing down the lanes over the middle was throwing over the middle was a real big concern. And then his physical limitations again. That again with his frame, what that could hold him down at the NFL, in his NFL ceiling, may restrict him in schemes. So again, whatever scheme that you put him in, because his frame kind of lets him down, but that will ultimately affect really how far he goes in the NFL. Really, you're gonna find a way to really suit his system. And then his arm strength, to me, I wasn't impressed with his arm strength. That's one thing on tape I wasn't impressed on. Like, he has a limited arm strength, arm length. His athleticism, to me, was subpar as well. I straight away on tape I was like, yeah, just the subpar athleticism. That is that big concern for me. And then kind of lacks explosive traits, in my opinion. He doesn't have that explosiveness, explosive traits, and sometimes he doesn't know. He struggles to create things outside of structure. So again, if it's not a structured environment or a structured play that the offensive coordinator is doing in Oregon, he kind of struggles. Like again, if he's he's in the pocket and he's trying to struggle to get in the pocket, he's not creative enough to think outside of the structure. And he has kind of a small hands to an extent, which again, his ball security and that's going to be a big concern for his ball security and his grip on the ball. But overall, my summary of Dillion Gabriel, he's to me, I mean, he's 24, maybe 25 when the season starts, around 24, 25. So again, to me, he's not a starter to me. I think he's gonna be a good to decent backup as a quarterback. Again, there's some things. Again, he's a good backup to have if there's an injury to the star quarterback. But he's not going to be a guy that you're going to build a franchise around and win a championship because of his mechanic, especially his subpar athleticism, and that is a big red flag. His physical limitations, which is again another red flag. His arm strength, again, not the best. So again, you're really struggling to think he's not a starter to me. He's a backup for somebody in the league. Again, he's a QB2, QB3 at best. So I've got him down here in my kind of overall view of him being a 4th or 5th round pick. And he's good at the pre-snap, and he can manipulate defenses, but just the athleticism be subpar, and his limited arm length, and his impact on not being able to drive the ball not to be creative outside of the structure as well. To me, it's like, this guy's just a 2nd round pick. But leave you guys talk in the comments, and I'll be back in a couple of days to talk to do my scout report on Jalen Monroe.